Why do they fear me? Because I am not what they hoped I'd be. They wanted something predictable, something manageable, a shadow to follow their light, a piece to fit neatly into their puzzle. But I am not their shadow, and I will never be their missing piece. I wasn't born this way. I didn't wake up one morning deciding to become something they couldn't control. No, they made me this way. Every lie, every betrayal, every whispered insult behind closed doors, every hand that pushed me down when I tried to rise. They didn't break me all at once. No, they broke me slowly, piece by piece, word by word, wound by wound. And each time they took something from me, they thought they were taking away my power, my voice, my will to fight. But what they didn't see, what they couldn't understand was that, with every piece they stripped away, they were revealing something far more dangerous. They weren't destroying me, they were uncovering me. I wasn't forged in light. I was forged in fire, in silence, in the cold, unrelenting darkness of being forgotten and left behind. They wanted obedience, but they created rebellion. They wanted submission, but they created defiance. They wanted me to disappear, but I became unmissable. I rebuilt myself from the ashes of everything they tried to destroy. I rose, not as the person they knew, but as something unrecognizable to them. What I built wasn't soft. It wasn't fragile. It had edges sharp enough to cut through their lies, their pity, their attempts to make me small. They say I've changed. Of course I've changed. You don't walk through fire and come out the same. You don't survive betrayal and emerge untouched. They don't understand what they've created. They see me now, and they're afraid, not because of what I am, but because of what they know they cannot control. They wanted to destroy me, but they only stripped away the things that held me back. Kindness. It was burned away the first time I begged for help, and no one came. Mercy. It died the day I realized that cruelty is the only language some people understand. Hope. Hope was a luxury I could no longer afford in a world that fed on weakness. They ask why I am so cold. I am cold because warmth doesn't survive betrayal. They ask why I am so ruthless. I am ruthless because mercy was stripped from me, one act of cruelty at a time. They ask why I don't forgive. I don't forgive because forgiveness is for the naive, for those who still believe in second chances. Do they regret what they did to me? I hope they do. I hope they see the monster they created and tremble, because this monster doesn't beg. This monster doesn't kneel. This monster doesn't break. Let them talk. Let them say I'm unrecognizable. Good. I don't want to be recognizable to them. I don't want to fit into their world, their rules, their expectations. I've left behind the version of me they tried to destroy. That version is gone, burned away in the fire of what they did. What remains is something harder, something sharper, something they will never touch again. They say I am cruel because I refuse to play their games. They say I am ruthless because I don't ask for permission to exist. They say I am unkind because I no longer care what they think. Good. Let them think what they want. Their opinions are powerless here. Their judgment is meaningless to me. I don't live for their approval. I don't live for their acceptance. I live for me, for the version of myself that refused to die when everything else was taken away. They call me a monster, but monsters aren't born. Monsters are created, and this monster is free. This monster is strong. This monster owes them nothing. I do not regret what I've become. I soul, I am not what they hoped I'd be, and I thank the darkness every day for that, because what they hoped I'd be was small, compliant, easily controlled, and that is not who I am. I am not their shadow. I am the storm they never saw coming, the consequence they thought they could escape, the reckoning they dared to create. I owe them no forgiveness, no explanation, no apology. Let them hate me, let them fear me, let them fear me, let them regret the day they tried to destroy me, because I am still here, not as I was, but as I needed to become, and I will never apologize for that. They say I've gone too far. They whisper in hushed tones, calling me heartless, as if I wasn't once full of heart. They claim I've become cold, detached, unreachable, but they don't speak of the hands that pushed me to the edge, the voices that told me to jump, the indifference that watched as I fell. They don't speak of their own cruelty. No, they erase their part in the story. They rewrite history to absolve themselves, to make themselves the victims of the monster they created. But I remember every word spoken to cut me down, every moment of silence when I cried out for help, every back turned, every door slammed shut, every time they looked at me and saw nothing worth saving. I carry those memories like scars, each one etched into the fabric of who I am. They're not just reminders of pain, they're reminders of my survival. They thought I would crumble under the weight of it all. They thought I would stay broken, that I would quietly fade into nothingness. But here I am, louder, stronger, unrelenting. Every scar, every wound, every broken piece has become part of the armor I wear now. Armor they cannot penetrate. They call me unfeeling, but they don't understand the cost of feeling everything and being met with nothing. They don't know what it's like to scream into the void, only to hear your own voice echo back. I felt it all once. Every pain, every betrayal, every time they smiled at my suffering and walked away. I felt it, and I let it shape me. But now I choose what to feel. I decide who gets the pieces of me that remain, and they get nothing. They don't deserve my pain anymore. They don't deserve the satisfaction of knowing they still haunt me, because they don't. Not anymore. What they don't realize is this. The monster they fear isn't just a reflection of their cruelty. It's a mirror of their failure. A reminder that they couldn't break me, that their efforts to erase me only made me more visible. I see it in their eyes when they look at me now. The fear, the regret, the confusion. They don't understand how I survived. They don't understand how I transformed their destruction into power. They wanted me silent, but now my voice echoes louder than ever. They wanted me weak, but now I stand tall, unyielding. They wanted me gone, but now I am a force they cannot ignore. I am not here to please them. I am not here to seek their forgiveness, to rebuild bridges they burned. Without hesitation, I am here for me, to carry the weight of my survival, to live as a testament to my own strength, to be everything they thought I could never be. They wanted me to stay in the shadows, but I've stepped into the light, not their light. My own. It's not warm. It's not gentle. It burns. It blinds. And it terrifies them. Because now they see me for what I truly am. Not a victim. Not a puppet. Not someone they can control. I am their reckoning. I am the consequence of their actions. The living, breathing proof that you cannot break something without facing what it becomes. They wanted to define me by my pain, claimed it. My pain is no longer a chain. It's a weapon, a blade forged in fire, sharp enough to cut through their lies, their pity, their hollow apologies. Do they regret what they did? I hope so. But even if they don't, it doesn't matter. Their regret, their guilt, their opinions, they mean nothing to me now. Let them call me cruel. Let them call me heartless. Let them say I've lost my way, because I know the truth. I haven't lost anything. I've found myself. The self that doesn't beg. The self that doesn't kneel. The self that doesn't apologize for existing. They wanted to tame me, but I am untamable. They wanted to silence me, but I am louder than their lies. They wanted to destroy me, but I am still here. Every scar I bear is a story. Every wound is a lesson. Every piece of me they tried to break has become a testament to my strength.